But has there been a point in time where you've gone, this ain't going to work, everything's wrong, what am I going to do? How am I going to pay the bills? How do I keep the lights on? Is there any dark moments as part of this journey with InvestorKit?
There has been some. I'd be lying if there wasn't. I'd say a few dark moments that come to life has not actually been about me. It's actually been my worry for others, and to protect that anything happens to them, I take on the responsibility. And so I'll take you back to COVID. And this was a moment that still sticks with me all the time. COVID was a moment where a particular client had their property purchase in Bendigo. And the time that I had was finance they were technically approved or going to be okay with. The pest and building and everything negotiated fine. And firstly, for those wondering, Bendigo, regional Victorian city, absolute outperformer over the last few years, irrespective of the COVID boom. So super grateful for getting into there 18, 19, 20. But with Bendigo, what happened in this particular purchase was they had to back out because their business fundamentals substantially changed, as did many in COVID. And so from that perspective, their deposit was on the line. Now, I'm not talking hundreds of thousands of dollars or anything. I'm talking 20,000, which is still a big amount to many. To know that you're going to go into a business year where you could lose all your clients, you have no team showing up, your business is going upside down, and you've got to lose 20,000 on top of it and be liable for a house. That wasn't going to be happy times for that person. Now, how did I know if my business was going to be any good that year? How did I know if no one wanted to purchase any properties and everything was going to be shut down forever? I didn't. I still had many mortgages, just like many tuning into this during that same time. But what I did know is I didn't want that customer impacted. So I called the sales agent and I said, hey, I need you to help get them out of this deal. I'm going to get this deal. So we're in the middle of lockdowns here. And he just goes, mate, I appreciate your transparency, your ethics to ensure that the vendor's safe, but also your buyer's safe. My buyer is now a client for life. I've bought them 3 properties since their business has recovered. We're working on the 4th. But that red line moment for me was I was not sitting flush with cash. I was not sitting with any clarity in my business. I was sitting at a moment where I just didn't want anyone else impacted. And so to me, that was a story where I've still got that property, by the way, and I bought it for $380 and it's now worth $625, which is pretty cool. And my client is one of my best friends and I'm super close with her, and she's doing such an amazing job in her business and supports me with her business, and I support her back and multiple properties. And that agent is also now a client of ours and said, no, I want to work with you guys. And so I feel like those moments are stories of true passion coming through, but true dark moments where anything could happen, but that's how much I love this. So that's the first moment that comes to my mind. In terms of other moments, it's more so just this fear of not giving everyone the tools of success. And what I mean by that is growing a team. And you feel like you get these good people and you feel like everyone's growing, everyone's humming, but then it's now me transitioning from Arjun the doer to Arjun the leader. And I just feel like when you go through these transitions when growth is so good, you sometimes forget that you've got to let go of some areas and manage the other areas. And instead, you're having all these great team members, passionate, ready to go, and they don't get your time, they don't get your support, and they don't get any of the resources you should be giving to them as a leader because you're just so into it, you're a perfectionist and everything. So that was my next moment to learn, and it was more so dark moments in the fact that at 10 p.m, 11 p.m, 12 p.m, when you got to catch up on all that stuff and just make sure that everyone's looked after, it's all on you mentally, and you don't have anyone to talk to because you're that business owner and business leader. And so I feel like those times reflecting on it and just going, hey, those dark moments are actually the best things for me because it made me step up to a new level as a leader. It made me step up as a new, way to look after clients with that level of ethics.